Hello, my dear friends. Yes, we studied it. Now it's time to practice it. American English File, 2nd edition, Book 2, Workbook, Part 7a. How to Exercise 1, Grammar, Uses of the infinitive. Okay, complete the sentences with the infinitive of a verb from the list. Not do. Find, not finish, rent, see, not tell, wash. For example, John's very polite. He offered to wash the dishes after the meal. Exercise B. Write sentences using the adjective and the correct form of the verb. For example, nice meet. Hello, nice to meet you. You know the drill. Stop the video and do it. Very good. Check your answers with your friends. Well done. Now let's do it together, me and you. All right, number 2, thanks for coming. We hope to see you again soon. Number 3, she wasn't enjoying the lasagna, so she decided not to finish it. Okay, number 4, my boyfriend is unemployed. He needs to find a job. Number 5, I'll tell you what she said, but please promise not to tell anybody. Number 6, I'm sorry I shouted at you. I'll try not to do it again. Number 7, they want to live together. They're planning to rent an apartment. All right, so far so good. Exercise B, number 2, do you find it difficult to talk to my mom? Number 3, easy buy. It's easy to buy presents for my best friend. Number 4, it's important not to say the wrong thing. Number 5, thanks for calling. It was great to hear from you. Number 6, it's fun to be with your family. And number 7, her parents were very kind to him. Well done, everyone. Good start. You're doing very great. Complete the sentences with a verb in the infinitive. For example, number 1, he gave them some candy to say thank you. All right. And D, complete the sentences with a question word from the list and the infinitive of the verb in the parentheses. All right. For example, number 1, she gave me her address, but I don't know how to get there. Stop the video and do it yourself. Just you. Very good. Now check your answers with your friends. Let's do it together. Number 2, they're taking classes to study Chinese. Number 3, we called the restaurant to book a table, to reserve. Number 4, he told us a joke to make us laugh. Number 5, I went to an ATM, automatic teller machine, to get some money. Number 6, do you use your phone to take photos? All right. Exercise D. My brother is always busy, so I don't know when to call him. Number 3, my mom asked me to get some eggs, but she didn't say how many to buy. Number 4, we'd like to travel around the world, but we don't know where to go first. Number 5, she wants to go to college, but she doesn't know what to study. And the last one, who's going to be here for lunch? I have pasta, but I need to know how much to make. Excellent. Part 2, vocabulary, verbs plus infinitive. Complete the text with a verb from the list in the past tense. Okay? Let's do this one together. Charlie wasn't happy at his job, so he started to apply for a new job. Soon, one company called him and offered to give him an interview. Charlie didn't want to tell his boss, so he pretended to be sick. He told his boss that he had a stomachache and he needed to go to the doctor's. His boss promised to call him later to ask him how he was. Charlie was really hoping to get the job, so he was a little nervous. He planned to drive to the interview, but there was a lot of traffic. In the end, he took the subway and was very late, and he didn't remember to turn his cell phone off. Unfortunately, it rang while he was in the interview, But Charlie didn't answer. However, when his boss called later, he forgot to act sick. The next morning, his boss said, "I'd like to see you in my office." Charlie tried to apologize, but his boss was very angry, and Charlie almost lost his job. But he learned not to lie to his boss ever again. All right, that's a good lesson for you. Now, everybody, pronunciation, linking. Everybody, I just need you to listen and repeat.
File 7A, Pronunciation B. 1,
We want to know.
2,
They hope to win.
3,
He promised to call.
4,
I don't know what to do.
5,
She forgot to go.
6,
It's important to remember.
7,
I learned to swim.
8,
He started to cry.
Very nice. And that is called linking. You're doing great. Part 4, reading. Everybody, read the article. Is the writer generally positive or negative about mothers-in-law? All right? Okay, this is on you. I'm gonna wait for you.
A few moments later.
Okay, you're back. So, first, let's read it together, right? The truth about mothers-in-law. Although it's men who tell jokes about them, mothers-in-law are usually less popular with their daughters-in-law than with their son-in-law. A recent study of 49 married couples found that 2/3 of wives interviewed said that their mothers-in-law caused them unhappiness and stress, compared with 15% of the husbands. There are a number of reasons for this. First of all, there is the question of experience. A mother-in-law has already raised a family of her own, so she feels that she has a lot of knowledge to pass on. In this situation, it is very difficult for her to keep quiet. However, when a daughter-in-law is a new mother, she usually wants to find her own way of doing things. She often interprets her mother-in-law's advice as criticism, which can cause a conflict. Secondly, there's the case of the husband. Both women care for him, although each of them loves him in a different way. On the other hand, he's the mother-in-law's son, and she obviously wants the best for him. On the other hand, he's the wife's partner, and she wants him to support her. Both women can get very upset if they see the man taking sides, and this can cause an argument. However, mothers-in-law actually have a lot to offer, despite their reputation for causing trouble. They are generally excellent babysitters, and they don't mind helping with the housework, as long as they have their own independent lives and help out only when needed. Mothers-in-law can play a very useful role in the family. The important thing is that they should not get too involved in their sons and daughters' relationships so that nobody feels bad. Back to our question. All right, is the writer generally positive or negative about mothers-in-law? Okay, the writer is generally positive about mothers-in-law. Very good. Now, everybody read the article again and choose the best answer. A, B, or C. For example, what did the study find out about mothers-in-law? More women than men have problems with them, for example. Okay, as always, this is on you. Read and answer it. I'm waiting.
A few minutes later.
Okay, you're back again. Number 2, what advice do mothers-in-law try to give their daughters-in-law? How to bring up children. Number 3, according to the article, which situation makes daughters-in-law angry? When their husband agrees with his mother. And number 4, which women make the best mothers-in-law? Those who know when to offer help. Well done, everyone. Now, underline 5 words you don't know and use your dictionary, Google Translate, to find out the meaning and tell them to your partner. It was a very good exercise. And the last set in the house, listening. Everybody listen to a conversation between 2 people about a ban on mother-in-law jokes. Do they agree in the end? Okay, listen and answer.
File 7A. Listening.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
What is it?
They've decided to ban jokes about mothers-in-law.
Who has?
The government. They've written a brochure for workers who have to deal with the public, and it says that mother-in-law jokes are offensive.
Well, I suppose they are really. I mean, there are a lot of mothers-in-law out there, and the jokes are about them.
No, but it's just fun, right? I mean, I think it's really important to have a sense of humor. It's good for you. It makes you feel better.
That's easy for you to say, isn't it? You're a man, so you'll never be a mother-in-law. I will one day.
Yes, but you won't be my mother-in-law, will you? Sorry, I was only joking.
Does it say anything else about the jokes?
Yes, it says they show disrespect for parents.
Okay, well, maybe they do. Young people are healthy, fit, and attractive. It's easy for them to laugh at older people, don't you think?
Oh, come on. These jokes about mothers-in-law have been around since Roman times.
Where did you get that idea from?
It says here that there's a Roman writer named Juvenal, who said in the 1st century AD, wait, listen to this. It's impossible to be happy when one's mother-in-law is still alive. That's classic. And all the best comedians tell jokes about mothers-in-law too. I think they're funny.
Like I said, that's because you're a man, and the comedians you're talking about are also men. It's just another example of the sexist world we live in. I mean, there aren't many jokes about fathers-in-law, are there?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Okay, so do they agree in the end? No, they don't agree. Now, I want you to listen again and complete the sentences with D for Dave or J for Jane. For example, thinks the ban is ridiculous. Who? Dave. D. Okay, you know the drill. Let's do it.
File 7A. Listening.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
What is it?
They've decided to ban jokes about mothers-in-law.
Who has?
The government. They've written a brochure for workers who have to deal with the public, and it says that mother-in-law jokes are offensive.
Well, I suppose they are really. I mean, there are a lot of mothers-in-law out there, and the jokes are about them.
No, but it's just fun, right? I mean, I think it's really important to have a sense of humor. It's good for you. It makes you feel better.
That's easy for you to say, isn't it? You're a man, so you'll never be a mother-in-law. I will one day.
Yes, but you won't be my mother-in-law, will you? Sorry, I was only joking.
Does it say anything else about the jokes?
Yes, it says they show disrespect for parents.
Okay, well, maybe they do. Young people are healthy, fit, and attractive. It's easy for them to laugh at older people, don't you think?
Oh, come on. These jokes about mothers-in-law have been around since Roman times.
Where did you get that idea from?
It says here that there's a Roman writer named Juvenal, who said in the 1st century AD, wait, listen to this. It's impossible to be happy when one's mother-in-law is still alive. That's classic. And all the best comedians tell jokes about mothers-in-law too. I think they're funny.
Like I said, that's because you're a man, and the comedians you're talking about are also men. It's just another example of the sexist world we live in. I mean, there aren't many jokes about fathers-in-law, are there?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Okay. Now, check your answers with your friends. All right, let's answer the questions together. thinks that jokes are offensive. Of course, Jane thinks that it's important to have a sense of humor. Dave. Number 4, makes a joke. Dave thinks that the jokes don't show respect for parents. Jane, of course. Number 6, mentions a historical fact about mothers-in-law. Dave quotes a historical joke. Dave says that the jokes are sexist. Jane. Well done. Now these are some useful words for you. Advice, advice, tactic, tactic, greet, greet, survive, survive, honest, honest, absolutely delicious, be punctual, make conversation, shake somebody's hand, make the right impression, And that is the practice for today. Everybody, if you have a question, you can comment it down below and I will answer you as soon as possible. And make sure to like and subscribe if you like what I do and if you find it useful. Until then, bye-bye.